Welcome to the Pregnant Bitches podcast.
I'm Jessie.
And I'm Amanda.
And we're just a couple pregnant bitches navigating motherhood together.
Okay, Jess, so how many weeks left?
7 weeks, baby.
I think
33.
I think more like 2 weeks.
Maybe. Ziggy was 38, so
I guess
we
we'll
could be
find
closer.
out. Second kid, they kind of just fly out. I guess we'll see and we'll find out.
Oh my God.
Do we know what we're having?
No, I keep it a surprise. I did it with number one. I'm going to do it with this one too. But you can test it.
Can I pull out my tricks?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to pull out my tricks, the necklace trick that we have
yes.
all done.
Yes.
Do you have a ring for me?
Which one? Which kind?
Just like a flat
This
No
one?
diamond. I feel like it's going to get silly. Just like, you know.
Okay. Here, want me to do it?
Yeah, I do.
Your nails are too long.
I know. Gotta pick my kids' boogers out with my nails,
I know, right?
or else how
I'm
do you
gonna
get the boogers
I'm
out?
gonna miss the pregnancy nails. They're so good.
These are not pregnancy
I
nails.
know. These are excellent.
Oh, you want them to be
Which hand?
shorter? Okay, left hand. We
Okay,
can do
so
it on your
just-
belly, but I'm not gonna make you.
What do you mean
like,
do
lie
it on your
down.
belly?
I don't know. I feel like
You're supposed to do over your belly like that?
we can, but I feel like we'll just do
Oh.
over your hand.
Okay. So just wait, give a little synopsis about like what this is.
Okay, so this is maybe or maybe not a myth. We did this with a bunch of our friends.
Yeah.
And before we had kids.
Yeah.
Were we pregnant?
No, we were pregnant.
We were pregnant and we thought it was funny, but haha, joke's on us. Everything turned out true. So let's try it on
so
you.
then
So if it turns into a circle, it's a girl. And if it goes back
This
and forth,
way,
it's a
it's
boy.
boy.
And we are going to do it until the necklace comes to a
Right.
complete stop.
okay.
And we
Left
don't know about twins yet. We haven't figured
No, we
that.
haven't figured that one.
mastered it
Okay,
out.
left or right? Left, right?
Is that your
Okay.
left?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Like I'm
Mm.
nervous. 1, 3.
Okay.
All right. So that's your first
That's
boy.
my son Ziggy.
Here we go.
Very strong.
Very masculine.
Very strong boy.
All right,
Okay.
here we go. The moment of truth.
And here we go. Okay.
Obviously, it's a boy. Like we knew it was a boy.
Are you sure?
Ooh. Yes.
No, that's definitely another boy. I knew it was another boy.
I knew it was a boy.
These men in my husband's family, they're all men.
Oh, it's a real boy.
it's like a swinging dick.
All right, let's see what you're having next.
Am I having a third
Let's
kid?
see. 1, 2, 3.
Up and no, I'm done. I knew I would be done.
All right.
I kind of wanted 3, but Josh was like, no.
Well, it's telling us we're done for now.
Okay, what's yours? So this is just so you know, Ziggy, my son, calls this baby chunks.
So
That's what he
Are we
nicknamed
gonna
it.
call him Baby Chunks?
Yeah,
I guess
think
we'll
so.
find out in 2 weeks.
It's not 2 weeks.
2 weeks, maybe now.
No, it's not 2 weeks. Okay,
I don't think
give
we
me
want
your
it on
hand.
film. Okay,
Do
this is
it.
my left hand.
1, 2.
Very aggressive. Oh,
Give it a second. There.
we go.
See, full boy.
Oh boy.
3.
There's AC Pie.
That's your
so I have 2
second boy.
boys. And then am I gonna have a third kid? Yep. Oh, ooh.
Okay,
Ooh.
so verdict is that we're both boy
We're both
moms.
boy moms,
Clearly.
and I like it.
I know. I like being a boy mom. I don't think I could handle the girl. I don't think I could handle the vagina, cleaning
No?
it, dealing with it. No, not
No?
for me.
Because
No, not
front
for
to
me.
back to front. But everyone says you just clean it the way that you would clean yourself.
I don't know.
But I wouldn't clean you. So I wouldn't know what to do.
Oh my god.
Okay, so how are we feeling?
I actually feel really good. I feel like this is it is a boy pregnancy because I feel amazing. We went to Diplo, remember, 2 weeks ago. That was really great. I'm high energy. So I'm
I think you're gonna be good.
I'm
you're gonna be really
lucky.
good.
I'm lucky. But some days it's harder the second time.
I think so. You're running around with a
It's
toddler all
insane.
day.
It's insane.
And we did it in COVID.
I know. Life
I
is
remember doing work in bed on my computer.
I know,
and
you
I
did
was just,
nothing.
It was amazing.
I
Just
know.
kept eating and doing work on the computer.
I know, it's the best
but
thing
it's
ever.
a whole other ball game.
I know.
So I know you used an OB with Ziggy the first time around, but this time we have changed the course. Let's talk about that.
So this time I did midwife because I don't know about you, but the OB experience was not fabulous. Like I know I think you did like you were high risk.
I was
so you had
high
a
risk.
different one. But for me, it was terrible. Like I don't know how they think that this is okay, but like even one of our friends recently, she just delivered with an OB and like they barely take care of you. They don't answer your calls. Like it's insane. So I was like, no, I'm not doing this again. The midwife is free. It's
a lot of people don't know about a
midwife.
I feel
knows.
like no one really
why.
talks about it.
I don't know why, but yeah, so it's great. Like she's free. She has all the same privileges at Sinai where I want to deliver.
Right.
She is at like a place right by my house. So I literally just park there for, not hospital parking. She's on time. She's on time every time. I had like a question the other day because I thought I was like maybe in labor. Call her, instantly calls me back within like 1 minute. She like did my blood work in the
office?
In the office.
That's amazing.
Sent it away. Like everything has been like, every appointment has been like less than 30 minutes.
I'm so glad to hear that. Oh yeah, we had to wait hours. I hated my first OB that I was crying. She was awful.
What? Like I don't understand.
I don't know, but I loved my second OB. He was amazing. I had a great experience.
Did you do Sinai also?
I did Sinai. He was amazing. The staff was amazing. So I can't complain in that department, but I'm so curious to see how.
So apparently the real benefit of the midwife, which I'll find out soon enough, is the aftercare. Right. So pre-care is like the exact same OB midwife. Like they see you the same number of times. Obviously the things I just spoke about, but the aftercare, first of all, I don't have to sleep at the hospital, which is crazy.
Wow. So you go home?
You have to be there for 3 hours and then the midwife will come to your home. Pending, it's all good. Like if you have an intense birth, like I'm sure you have to stay, but pending, it's all good. She'll come to your house. And then you have, once you deliver, the midwife, there's two. Like there's one per patient.
Right.
Like you and the baby are considered separate now. Like
I love
you're
that.
both different. Like you're not.
Which makes sense because everyone just cares about the baby and we all love the baby and we all care for the baby. But what about us?
Literally.
What about us?
And then they come see you like every 2 days for like the first week. And then like once a week. And then like at the 6th week, like they come and do all this stuff.
I think you're really going to get people into the midwife.
Midwife?
Well, like it makes sense. Like,
well, okay. So
let's talk about our postpartum. Okay. My first it was COVID. Granted, they didn't want people in the hospitals. Didn't make sense. Like I just birthed a baby out of me. Don't you want to see if everything's okay? You want to check me out? Like, no. I don't understand. I got a phone call and they're like, have you stopped bleeding? And I was like, yeah. They're like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, okay, you're good to go. I was like, but what about sex? Like, don't you want to make sure that everything's fine before like I have sex again? Or no. I don't understand. They were like, no, you're okay. I'm like, okay. So I guess I had to check myself. So I was the OB. In the end, I was the OB.
I mean, you do want to be an OB. Like you do want to
I do.
What was the question you got yesterday? And you were like, I'm an OB. I was like, oh God.
Oh, someone was asking me, so how many hours is delivery? Like, what was the whole, we'll get into that, like induction and.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
like I would love to deliver a baby. I did pull out both my kids.
I think that's so cool.
The doctors were there, but I did pull both my kids out.
I tried to pull Ziggy out. But like the video very clearly shows like me all the way over here and like I'm like
well
reaching.
It's like it's pretty far when you think about it and you are
and
frozen
you're
from yeah
like you still
huge.
have the belly.
Yeah, the belly stays.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. I thought like you push the baby out and you're like I'm skinny again. You're really not skinny.
Like it comes. It's just not like
not right away.
And then it's like mushy.
It's weird.
I know. I don't know.
What are some things you cannot live without being pregnant?
Okay, so this time around, Okay, now I'll start with the first time
Let's start
around.
with the first.
The first time around was this book that I read called Expecting Better.
Okay.
I don't know about you, but like I hate being told what to do, and I feel like everyone wants to tell you you need this. Like
Right.
it's so annoying. So I found this book, and I can post it or link it or whatever after. But she basically gives you all the information, and then you decide what you want to do with it.
I
Like
love
she talks
that.
about alcohol, she talks about coffee, she talks about like foods you can eat, like what's like meats and fish and all that stuff. Like she just gives you data.
Right.
So it's very much like you can decide how you want to interpret
And
it.
like you're reading it. No one's telling you what to do.
Exactly. So I like that. I lived by the first pregnancy, and I feel like it gave. I mean, this time around I'm a little more loose, but
Second kid.
yeah,
You're like, it's fine. You can have some salami.
hopefully.
You know what? I know a lot of girls who had salami, just as
I
an
know,
example, with
it's
the
fine.
first, had some wine.
Well, my biggest question is, what do they do in Italy? They don't eat it.
what
No,
about
they eat it.
What about Japan? Raw fish.
Like, they
I
obviously
wasn't
eat-
really into raw fish.
No. I actually got that as my first meal after
Ooh.
I delivered, and I was like, why? Why did I do that? Not for me. Oh,
No.
Ow.
Ooh. You stay in there. We're not done yet. You stay in there.
No, and then obviously like this time around, I've just like decaf coffee is my life because I'm like trying to trick my brain because toddler life mixed with
Pregnancy
is tough. So I'm
It's
like
tough.
tricking myself with decaf coffee that I'm like, this is giving you energy.
It's like a placebo effect.
Literally.
Like maybe there's a little bit of caffeine in it.
I think there must be. And then what else is there? Oh, my natural products. I've gone like way more natural this time. I don't know about you, but I used like natural deodorant last time and it made me smell. Like I couldn't. It was like, ooh, not for me.
I don't think I changed much, but I didn't really use much, but this is a mom, not skincare podcast. So we're not really going to talk about what I used to put on my face, just rubbing alcohol, but we can get to that another time.
You're weird.
So I didn't really change much.
But you don't like, do you use Dove deodorant? Like that shit's terrible.
No,
for
I
you.
use some spray.
Okay, so
I don't even like the deodorant stick. I just like the spray.
well, the brand I found was called Primally Pure.
Okay.
Amazing. Lip balm. I bought the stuff for Ziggy, like
Ooh.
all natural, like baby balm stuff.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm going to try
And
it.
it actually, you don't like,
Smell.
you smell me? Like, no,
I can't.
don't smell.
Do you want me to come
No, but
smell
like
you?
last time I would work out in the gym
And people would look
and my
at
dad
you?
was like, you smell.
Ooh.
I mean, it was the at-home gym, and he was like, you need real
Okay,
deodorant.
so we're good?
Yeah.
We're good. We're not going to scare
No.
the midwife.
No.
We really don't want to scare the midwife.
What about you? What did you use?
Okay, I could not live without this pillow, and I wish I had it, but my husband made me leave it at the hospital because he was like, "This
Why?
is gross." Because I birthed the baby, the juices, whatever. Yeah. Okay, so
Ew.
it was not like the long pregnancy pillow that everyone has, like that swirly. I couldn't do that. I don't know why. I know some women love it, but I was so claustrophobic with it. I'm like, I need it. I have a belly, and now you want to put like extra pillows around me, swirling me in.
Oh God, no.
So it was like this little pillow that went behind your back, and it had two cushions on either side. So when I laid on my right side, or if I laid on my left side, it just supported my belly.
I actually heard that. Like I did Kyra the other day, and she was like, what are you using to like prop up your belly? Because like
It's
I was getting
amazing.
lower back pain
Yeah.
here. And the problem is that like, think about it, like this massive belly is just like pulling over.
And it's weighing you down. So
Yeah,
I couldn't live without
you're
it.
right.
I labored both my kids with it. Should look
Okay.
into that.
take
it.
I might.
I don't have it because Adam made me leave it at the hospital. And I was so sad. Like I started to cry. I was like, I haven't slept without this.
I
And it
feel
was
like-
weird coming home after and sleeping without this pillow.
Because you were like, what am I doing?
But like now
my
I'm
body-
okay. Like we're good. Like there's no pillows.
Now you don't have a massive
No.
basketball in your
No.
belly.
Sometimes I miss the belly. Sometimes. But then
Are you going to have a third kid?
I don't know. I
mean, the necklace seems to think you're not.
The necklace seems to think I'm not, but like maybe. We'll see.
I think you're going to have a third kid. I think you're
Well,
going to.
everyone's manifesting this third kid that's about to happen.
You're going to meet my kid
And I'm
and
gonna
you're
be
going to
like, I
have
really want-
serious baby fever and be like, I need to go back.
Right.
And then I'm going to hit you up with my postpartum life and you're going to be
And
like,
I'd be like,
fuck that
no,
shit.
thank you. No, thank
No.
you.
Oh my God. Like hormones during pregnancy.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
What the fuck?
And it starts right away.
No, it's ridiculous. It's actually like the level of irrational emotional turmoil that you go through is insane. It's the irrational. Like it's not real. Like why am I crying?
And it's not you. Like it is you, but it's not you.
It's like your and it's not PMSing. Like I feel like with PMSing, you're
just a bitch. You're just a bitch.
Like you're happy, but you're like
sad,
emotional,
but you're not sad. Like it's like you're crying, but like why are you crying?
Like the other day, I was making dinner and I really wanted pasta. I was so excited, like my main food group during this pregnancy, and I go to eat my first bowl. It's like 9:00 at night, like after Ziggy went to bed, and then I go to eat my second bowl and it's gone. And I was like, oh my God, did Josh just eat my pasta?
Take food away from
ate my pasta. I started bawling my eyes out. He felt so bad, but I was like, it's okay. He's like, I'll make you more. I'm like, no, I wanted that pasta and that's done. And anyway, it was very irrational.
But that's what it is.
But like, that was the level of like freak out that I had.
People think like we're cuckoo, but like we're not cuckoo.
And I was like literally looking at him, or I lost my flip-flops the other day. He's like, well, find them. And I was like, you don't understand. Like, I'm just so, like whatever a 10 out of 10 was before, like this is now like 20 out of 10. But it's 0% legit.
No. And I feel like it like continues after and during
the whole
and
postpartum. That's a whole episode. That's literally, we need to save a whole episode.
We need a lot of time for that.
That's important.
I know, like PTSD postpartum, but like we all go through it and it's really real.
Yeah, it's very real. Okay, so I feel like a common question you've gotten is it okay to have sex?
Do I look like someone that would have that answer? Because
like know,
so many people ask me, is it okay to have sex, Amanda? Is it okay to have sex? Like, yes, it is okay to have sex when you are pregnant if everything is okay. That makes sense? I'm not a doctor. Let's just start off by saying I get a million questions and I'm not a doctor. This is just my opinion. But yes, it is okay to have sex. It makes you feel better. Well, like makes me feel better. I don't know about you. I feel like you are...
The women want it.
The women want it.
It's like a 50-50.
I don't know. Some husbands, like, I feel like are into pregnant women, which is like interesting. I don't know. It gets them going. Fuller. Everything's fuller. I don't know. Everything's just fuller. But yes, it is okay to have sex if, I guess, both parties are okay with it. And,
but beware.
Okay. So let's talk about it. With Arlo, we had sex, didn't really think much about it. I think we had sex all the way through. Everything was fine. And then my husband heard a story that if you have sex closer to delivery, it's gonna come out.
It's real.
It's really real. So we were, let's say, a month out, and he was like, we're not having sex. And I was like, what do you mean? And like at the end, I was like, let's have sex, whatever. Like, it's like normal. And he was like, no, we're not, because I'm having a January 1st baby. Let's talk about my due date for Ace was January 19. So we were kind of like on the cusp of when this baby was going to come. And he was like, we're not having a December baby. Like, we're already there. Let's just wait and push. So he refused.
He held out.
He held out till December 31st at 11:55 p.m. He looked at me and he was like, let's go. If the baby comes now, it's for sure not going to come in 5 minutes. So let's do it. And guess what? Ace was born January 1st.
At what time?
At 3:30 p.m.
Okay, wow. That's really fucking impressive.
There you go. And I was supposed to get induced, but I walked into the hospital 5.5 centimeters dilated, no pain, which
insane.
I want to say that I think it had to do with sex. I feel like it just like
it helped. Loosened you up.
It loosened me up. I don't know, but like it's crazy. Well, like I walked in, they were like, we're breaking your water and here we go. And he just flew right out of me.
Oh my God, I'm nervous for this one. Jeez, this one's going to come flying. Well, I agree, because remember the other day I called you and I was like, I think I'm in labor.
Yeah.
I thought I lost the mucus plug.
Yeah.
But I didn't. But
So we're still holding out.
Loosened it up.
No, I'm telling you, like
it does.
It's
It
a real
does.
thing. We're not telling you to do it if
we
you're
told
not
you we would be unfiltered.
But if you want to have this baby, I feel, how many people have I told to like go home and have sex and they were like, no. And I was like,
they're scared.
They're scared to do it.
The first time luckily I went early, but I looked at Josh. I was like, we are not having sex. I'm like, you are banging this baby out of me.
Yeah. And
I'm not going to 41 weeks.
There you go.
Remember that Friends episode with Rachel? And she's like trying to like get on Ross. I'm like, that is coming your way.
Just take this thing out of me.
Get it out. I know. I'm not there yet, but I'm let's see in a couple of weeks where we're at.
In like a week from now. Josh, it's time. It's time.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, I want to know about something more serious about getting pregnant.
Okay.
Because I feel like this is a big thing that like a lot of people struggle with and a lot of people don't talk about. And it's really something we should talk about because it's not easy. Like they make it seem like it's easy in high school when you're like, oh, use protection, don't get pregnant. But it's really fucking hard to get pregnant and stay pregnant.
It's really hard. A lot of women don't talk about it. Honestly, I feel like now women started to talk about it because it was happening to our friends or people we knew. And a lot of people just kept it in. And it's really sad. And I feel like more women should talk about it because
100%.
They feel like they're not normal or something's wrong with them.
Like I have, like some people get pregnant on the first time. But
for sure.
Most people I know, it
takes time.
Months. It takes timing. It takes like changing like, you know, your lifestyle a little bit. It's like even just making sure you're banging on the right day makes a difference. Like, I don't know, how many months did it take for you to get pregnant?
So it took me, so I didn't think originally that I was gonna be able to have kids because my periods were so all over the place. Like it went from like 60 to like 45 to like 32. And it was like months and back and forth and that. Geez. And I was like, I think like we should go talk to someone because like the stress of like those ovulation sticks. I did it all.
Stupid.
I did the ovulation sticks for months and months and months. And like, then you're so stressed out. And they literally do tell you, the one thing they do tell you is if you're so stressed out, you're not going to have a baby.
I know.
But like, they're right. They're kind of right. Like you're so stressed out. I'm peeing on the stick like morning, afternoon, night, and it just consumes everything around you.
And then you go on Instagram or something else. I'm pregnant. And then you're like trying to like, tell your friends. And you're like, the whole thing is just
it's hard. And then like your close friends become pregnant and you're so happy for them, but you're so sad on the inside. So what happened to me was I actually got pregnant with Arlo. It took us 9 months on, I call it a fake period because my OB had to give me some pill to induce a period. So because you need to ovulate to get a period. You need a period, you need to ovulate, and then you basically get pregnant and have the baby. But I didn't have a period. So I couldn't ovulate.
That's
and
insane.
So I got pregnant. So I call him my miracle baby because I took these pills and I had a period for 6 days.
You have to tell me what these pills are.
I know. And then found out I was pregnant. It was like a shock.
Insane.
It was a shock. But I'll tell you a funny story. So the day before I found out, we were in the Bahamas. It was COVID. And one of my girlfriends calls me and she goes, I'm pregnant. And I was so happy for her. But I remember getting off the phone and bawling my eyes out. I was like, why does it happen? Like, she tried once, like amazing for her. And I'm so happy for her. But like, it's so
why not
unfair.
me?
Like, why not me?
I know.
I've wanted kids my whole life. Like, why not me? And joke's on me. I was so hormonal, bawling all day. The next day, I took a pregnancy test and I was pregnant with Arlo. So,
oh my God,
you never know. But
I know. Honestly, but it's true. Like it happens all the time. And like I gave up. I was trying for like months too, and I was like, fuck this shit. I'm done. Like we're not having a baby anymore. Next day, pregnant. I was like, it's the stress. I have friends that were so stressed with work, they took sabbaticals, pregnant.
There you go.
So, you know, you never.
And we've heard about the miscarriages.
Yeah, that's a whole other topic that I think, you know, it's something that we all should talk about more.
I agree.
Like, why not?
I agree. And if anyone has any questions or answers that they want to give us, because like we don't know that much about
That world.
but would love to for sure learn more about it because it can happen to anyone. And one thing I'd like to mention though, that because of what happened with Arlo, I was so nervous about having a second kid and us taking 9 months and me being so stressed, and I had a baby. And so my husband was like, okay, so like, let's just go for it. And you are so fertile.
I know.
After you have a baby. So like, they should have told us that in school.
Yes.
Like once you actually have the baby, do not have sex. Do not have sex unless you have protection. And we were like, okay, it's going to take us 9 months. Let's try. And
Boom.
Here we go.
And now your kids are 14 months apart.
16 months. Close enough. 16 months apart. Wild. Amazing. But it's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I feel like so much of all this stuff and like even why we started this a whole journey together is that they just like don't tell you shit. Like they tell you the very basic high level whatever you need to know, but like you need to like talk to other moms and other people that are going through this because they have the real stories, they have the behind the scenes, they have like the shit that you actually want to know, and not to scare people, like,
but it's the truth.
But it's at least you have some semblance of like what to expect, so you're not totally caught off guard in this. Like, it's already a lot to go from like your life before to like pregnancy and everything that comes after. That like, I'd like to have a little bit more information,
just like a tad, a little more
realistic information,
not like baby comes, not all is well.
Not like, oh my God, I'm so beautiful and glowing pregnant.
Like, no, maybe for your like maternity photos.
Yeah.
That like you get your hair and makeup done for. I look like shit. I look like actual shit pregnant. Hair in a bun. Gross.
This was fun.
This was a lot of fun.
I liked this.
Me too.
I think we should do it again.
I think we should
on like a date.
Right?
I haven't been on a date a long time.
I know. I really like the mic. I like the whole.
I know. This is a good vibe. Okay. So what are we talking about next week? What should we talk about next week?
We are going to talk about labor and delivery.
Okay, honestly, Amanda is like literally a sicko and she loves labor and delivery. Loves.
I hated being pregnant. Hated. Except like the little kicks here and there. But cute. Labor and delivery gets me
jam.
Going.
Okay.
So I'm really excited.
All right. Well, you'll take the lead next week. But next week, we're going to talk about labor and delivery and all the things that happen before, during, a little after, different options, what goes on. You'll tell your
excited.
Story.
I'll tell my stories. Stories.
Right.
And then we will talk about your story. And I'm so excited.
Yeah. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and we'll have some fun tips and tricks.
We'll have some links.
Some fun quotes.
Some bloopers.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta
sure,
have bloopers. And maybe we'll even share some like fun videos of our labor. Or maybe I'll just keep those to showing you.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe in like the, you could sensitive content.
Oh God, no.
Sensitive content.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining in. We'll see you next week.
Bye.